You found the Sharks Broadcast podcast. Subscribe, and if you like what you hear, give us a 5-star rating. It's a Shark Morning Show with Sarah and Adrian. Actually, I don't like that. That is my least form of singing.
Okay.
Like when they do that in jazz, like the vocalists go off on that.
Yeah.
It just bugs the heck out of me. I don't know why.
Interesting. I think it's that I don't know if they're doing that off the top of their heads or
Yes,
if they have to
are. No.
You don't have to do show prep for your scatting.
No, you don't. It's just
interesting.
It's just a thing. It's just a thing that they do, and it drives me a little bit nutso.
I would think I would be very redundant and not very creative with mine. I'd be like bibbly boobop, and I would just say that 1,000 times.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Bibbly boobop is a start. Anyway, it's a Shark Morning Show. It's Friday. We're in a good mood today, especially since because that's proper English. Last night at about 7:30, I'm just about asleep at 7:30, and I get a ding on my cell phone. I'm like, oh God, what is this? So I grab my cell phone, and in my squinty eyes, because I don't have my glasses on, I'm like, does that say Tom Brady? Does that say Tom Brady? If you recall, Tom Brady put his phone number on his Twitter account and said it's his real phone number. It's not a fake. It's his cell phone. And you can put it in your cell phone, too, he said, if you want to.
So, yeah.
So I did.
And sure enough, he hit you up last night, wanted to hang out and watch the draft together.
Yep. Jumping on the NFL's Draftathon stream in a couple of minutes. They're raising money to support pandemic recovery in some of the hardest hit communities. Come hang, he said.
Isn't that nice?
Invited me to hang with him.
Unbelievable. Now, when you had said that Tom Brady texted you last night.
Yes.
I said, she clearly must mean Tom Karen.
Right.
And then then I saw it myself and my eyeballs bugged out of my head. I couldn't believe it.
This can't be. What is up with this?
So did you, so that was just like a live feed thing? Did you check it out at all?
No, I was sleeping.
Yeah, I know. I was the same way.
I rolled over and I'm like, okay.
At 7, I was like, I can't do this. I got to go to bed. And then I was like, I got to see what's going on with the draft. And then they went through all of the picks that the Patriots are supposed to trade up for.
Yeah.
Once they got through that, I went, I got fooled again. And I went back to bed. But no, I did not get invited to watch the draft with Tom Brady. TB12 invited me to watch a draft. I might have to, I might have been up till midnight. Who knows?
What is up with him giving his phone number? Is this really? I want to know.
I know.
Like, can we ask Tom Karen today?
Yeah, I wonder if he knows.
I don't know if Tom's going to know. TC's going to know. I don't know.
I got to think 1 million people at least pounced on that deal. But to follow Tom Brady, it's got to be more than that.
I mean, to have him in my cell phone.
Yep, right there in your contacts. Got an active thread.
It's from his blue-checked Twitter account.
That's weird.
That's
unbelievable.
Definitely him. Like, he's jumped on the Twitter account before for things,
Yep.
I mean,
I wonder if he, if you're like, hey, Tom, if he'll block you or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
Okay, yeah. No, you didn't even join him. He invited you to the draft. He's probably lonely and sad.
Do you think that he's like going to cross me out the list now?
I don't know. I think you're playing hard to get.
Which was never my strong suit. Let's just put that right. And we're out. Reminiscing back in the day. Train has known me for a very long time.
Yeah.
We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. No, that is true. I think your wildest days, we worked in the same area at the same time.
We sure did, and that's enough of that.
Yeah.
It's a Shark Morning Show with Sarah and Adrian.
Sarah's realizing how good my memory is. She's putting 2 and 2 together.
I'm like, oh boy, you must have heard all those stories. What happened? Oh my goodness! Really?
I used to whatever's happening on that side of the building. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't need to hear about this.
Come on, you were my connection to the other side of the building. You and a couple other people.
I know.
It was a fun time. I miss those days. I really do. But I like it here too. It's fun here too. Yeah. So you were just telling me about something about the vaccine and boozing it up.
So those of you that like to party, I mean, this just ties right in, Sarah.
Yes.
Those of you that like to tip a few back, let's say you're saying to yourself, I got my vaccination and then I had an inebriation situation. How is this affecting me? The long and the short of it is this. Let's say, you get your vaccine and then all of a sudden the weekend hits and you have, 9 or 19 beers.
Yes.
And you go, did I just ruin it? Did I just ruin my vaccination?
Oh, right.
The answer is no. You're all set there. Of course, your Shark app and shark1053.com. You can read my story about, the heavy booze affecting your vaccination. The long and the short of it is if you're drinking in excess of 4 big drinks a day, your immune system is going to be deteriorated to a certain extent. Oh. So it's kind of an immune system thing. If you're really, I would suggest, if you're going to hit the brakes, dry it out a little bit. They say you can do 1 to 2 drinks a day and not have it affect.
God.
I mean,
I guess.
No. If you want to tap the brakes, I'm just saying for the 6-week period. I also suggest the Johnson & Johnson vaccine coming back into availability now. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's a tighter window, so you don't have to tap the brakes for very long. But the long and the short of it is, if you go on a bender, your vaccine is fine.
Yeah, good. Yeah. That's good. I would say that the vaccine overrides any other medication, right? So the reason that maybe some can't take the vaccine right now is because they're on certain medications. Yep. Right?
Yeah. And you're probably with those, it's, following the same rules with your medication. They never want you to drink a lot of booze with anything.
Yeah.
Your it's funny. You always go to your doctor.
Such a killjoy. The doctor's such a killjoy sometimes.
What's the word that always makes you go, it's moderation. Moderation is the key.
Do you hate that word?
Oh, it's just that's just I don't like moderation, and I don't like the word potential, but moderation really gets to me.
Why potential?
Oh, it's just it can never be good.
Why? There's a potential for bad things to happen?
Yes. Oh. When potential of a negative connotation, this could potentially be bad. It seems like it's always bad. And then
you go right there, like your brain goes right there?
The other thing with potential, Sarah, is that means that I'm just being lazy and I need to get off my rear end.
Oh.
You've got such potential. Oh, that means I have to do something. I don't like this at all. That's what's bad about potential. Moderation's another bad one.
I got to ask you a question. Uh-huh. So that's the glass is half empty, right? That's a glass half empty point of view. I've got the opposite, obviously, as you know. I'm an optimist. Does it help? Because you're not the only one that I try and pull to my side, pull to the light. Uh-huh. There's other people in my life that are very negative. Uh-huh. Does it help at all if I suggest the positive, or is it annoying? No, I just, sometimes I just picture like the animated little bluebirds flying around. You picture Shirley Temple with the pom-poms twirling around.
But, it's Benjamin Franklin, he said, I prefer to be, the opposite of an optimist because, you get pleasantly surprised when things work out great. That's such a nice surprise.
Yeah, My son too is like that. Yeah. He's like, Mom, it's not that I, want these things to happen.
Yep.
It's just that I'm pleasantly surprised when it works out.
Yep. Yeah, so, that's it. Right. It's wonderful. It just, it feels like you're gambling and it comes out great.
Yeah, so you guys and Benjamin Franklin apparently have something in common. Yeah. It's a good thing.
He was a genius,
He was. The Clash, Eddie Grant, also, sure, they're geniuses too. They're coming up. They train. So what about that kid from Exeter?
Isn't that exciting?
Woo!
This is so cool. Of course, the NFL draft went on last night. It'll keep on going throughout the weekend, and you want to look for Hunter Long in these next 2 rounds, the second round, the third round. Hunter Long, a tight end from Boston College. Born, brought up, and still proud resident of Exeter. Go get him, Blue Hawks.
Okay.
Hunter Long, he is 6 foot. He is long. He's 6'5". 253 pounds, and wonderful pair of hands, wonderful movement, the whole 9 yards. So cool to see. I cannot remember anyone for, a good 20, 25 years being from the New Hampshire Seacoast.
Get out.
Being this highly coveted in the NFL draft.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. How exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, me, Mr. Spalding, Mr. Red Raiders, Paul Fraze, back in the day, who ended up on the Jets, and he was a terrific offensive lineman.
Yeah.
He was highly coveted, but I mean, that's before my time in high school, so that's how far back we're going. This kid, Blue Hawks, they're in the championship game. I remember that, and he's terrific at Boston College, and that it's just kind of neat to watch your ESPN, watch all the coverage. They'll be talking about Hunter Long, kids right in Exeter.
It is kind of cool. He was watching with his parents, and his parents are like, well, and Hunter, it's out of their hands now. Whatever.
That's it. Yeah, absolutely.
He's done what he did, and we'll see if it catches the eye. Wouldn't that be something? That would be something.
Oh, if he goes to the Pats? Or just
I didn't even say it because I'm thinking, wow. And I'm sure they're Patriots fans. I'm sure they're Shark listeners because we're, a Patriots affiliate.
Yep. The thing with the Patriots is you never know. People would say, oh, there's no way. They went after, the guy from Tennessee. They went after the other Hunter Henry out at that position. Yep. But you never know. You never know with the Pats because it's all about value. And if they just want to load up that position even more, you never know. But he's going to be snapped up here.
Oh.
It's so cool to see when they go to the houses, and it's like, it's an Exeter.
I know. It is pretty cool. So all the best to you, Hunter, and your family. That's going to be fun. Good luck.
Here's what's
autobiography.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I'm trying to think of what that's called. Me? It's called Me.
It's the most hilarious title for an autobiography I think I've ever heard.
Yeah.
But what would you like to call it? Well, just me. It's me. Okay. Anyway, it's time now for the brain strain.
Wow, we got a doozy all this week. We had the Fleetwood Mac Super Deluxe Live Edition, 3 CDs, 2 LPs. So get that amazing box set collection with the collectibles thanks to Rhino Records, rhino.com.
Okay.
We got a fun one today. 3% of New Englanders. 3% of New Englanders, they do this all the time. They're not proud of it, and it is suspected that 97% of New Englanders, the other 97%, probably do this all the time and don't admit it.
Oh.
So.
Oh, boy.
Keep it clean. 3% of New Englanders do this all the time. 97% probably do this all the time and don't admit it. What are we talking about?
Kind of a saucy show today
I know.
for Sarah and A-Train.
It's a Friday,
It's a Friday.
I know. Tom Karen's going to be blushing later.
TC. Yeah, what is it? 877-45-SHARK, 877-457-4275. If you get the answer that we're looking for, you get that Fleetwood Mac CD pack. Good luck, Janet Jackson, on the way on the Shark. It is 7:37. We've got about 20 minutes away from your first shot at Spring into Cash with Sarah and A-Train. Your chance to win up to $10,000. But right now on our Facebook page, we had a question for you. What movie traumatized you as a child?
Yeah, Facebook.com/Shark Morning Show. Thank you so much for your answers. Of course, the big one is The Wizard of Oz. Carol says The Wizard of Oz. That one absolutely terrified me. It's funny. I remember back in the day, it'd be around April vacation. It's New Hampshire school vacation. That used to mean it was Wizard of Oz time. And that was like the big one. Did you see it? Oh, yeah. Your second grade. It's like, did you see it? No, it was good. And then you could figure out that the kid actually didn't watch it, because that was everything back in the day with that, with the witch and the flying monkeys.
I don't think they would make that for kids today.
No.
They would absolutely not do that today. But yeah, my mom used to say every time that witch, especially when the whole screen was her face.
Oh, yeah.
And she said, I'll get you, my petite.
And when she pops up into the, spoiler alert, but when she pops up into that... great big crystal ball, and her face is in that crystal ball. She's
scary.
Mocking Dorothy. Oh, Annie M. Oh, evil.
Oh, I know.
Big one here for Shark Nation is Jaws. Makes perfect sense. 1976.
Well, right.
Jaws with that sound, and the big shark.
That does make sense.
It's local too, really. Right here off Nantucket, and it's a New England movie.
It is, and a lot of people live right here. I remember going into the ocean and thinking about that movie. And also we had a lake. We had a little lake retreat in Jaffrey, in Ringe, Jaffrey area. And I remember thinking, this is a lake. There's no sharks. This is a lake. It's okay. It's okay. But
Leslie says Friday the 13th which that one was 1981 or 1980, I want to say. So that certainly qualifies.
Yeah,
and the predecessor, or not the predecessor, but like the next, if you got a Jason, you got to have a Freddy. And I guess Freddy did it for you, Sarah.
Freddie,
huh?
it was my first year in college, and I had never stayed away from home except for, a little bit of time or whatever. So that's what happens. Kids go to college, and, this is their first experience. Well, that was the year that Freddy came out.
Yeah, Freddy
Krueger.
Krueger.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Okay. So it was wicked scary. And I thought, okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just going to go back to the dorm. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I stayed in Hunter's Hall at Keene State College, and they have the old fashioned radiators. Well, when the radiator kicked the heat in, it made the exact same squeaking sound as Freddy's fingers did on, that squeaking. I'm telling you, I was awake all night for like 3 nights in a row. I could not fall asleep. I had to call my mom. And she's like, Sarah, it's just a movie. I'm like, Mom, I can't stay here anymore.
It's Ron, another one right around 1980 was Amityville Horror. I think that was 79. Ron says
that was
Amityville
bad,
Horror. That was a bad one. And that one, I went to the Scenic in Rochester to see Mary Poppins, and I don't know if it was a prank or whatever, but they started Amityville Horror. It's like, oh man, I was afraid of my own shadow when until I was like 14 or something. Anything scary movie, I was terrified by everything.
Really?
And they were starting up the Amityville Horror. It was like,
Did you leave?
I was just like, they have to change this, because I knew somebody was going up to the front and saying, hey, you got to change this. It's a wrong movie. Oh man, that was an intense, 90 seconds. Probably felt like an hour to me, but it was probably like 90 seconds, and they switched it over to Mary Poppins.
Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Cyndi Lauper and Hall & Oates coming up next on the Shark Crane.
Yes.
You are Mr. Lilac City.
Yeah.
What's the deal with Fox Ridge Outfitters sign?
Well, yeah, this is a bit of a mystery. It was funny. We had a coworker who saw this sign upside down.
Yes.
And I didn't know the first thing about it. I knew the second she said it. I said, yes, that's the Fox Ridge Outfitters sign. Since that place is no longer there, both sides now, beautiful sign. They inverted it. It's upside down right there on North Main Street. It's been that way for probably, I'd have to guess, about 10 years. And there's the building is no longer there. The building's gone. So I said, I'm going to be out that way. I can take a picture of it for you. So that's what I did. And it just occurred to me. It's like, man, that thing has been upside down. Thousands and thousands of cars drive by it every day. Just an upside down sign. They didn't block it out. They didn't, take it down. They just put it upside down, and it's been like that for years. So it's an eye-catching thing. Maybe it's like a real estate, kind
Maybe
of
it's advertising.
Yeah. It's just because right underneath it is its for sale sign for that lot. So maybe that's just a strategy.
I do like your quotes, though, in the article. One of Aaron's quotes, and what's even more interesting is Coyote Creek Outfitters opened up 2 miles down the road and basically has the same stuff that Fox Ridge had.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same owners. I don't possess the knowledge, because it is a similar color scheme and they have the same, wonderful outdoor gear and stuff. So sure, but I didn't know that. I just know that sign has been upside down for about a decade.
Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Everything I know about that is fairly mysterious as to, why you would turn a nice sign like that upside down for years and years.
Yeah, it's so strange. We've got all the details right there on the Shark app. It's Prince.
kiss. To spring into cash with Sarah and A-Train. Up to $10,000. Enter this code word now.
Code word number 1 is STARS. STARS. STARS.
Open up your Shark app and put the word STARS in as code word number 1 for today. Spring into cash with Sarah and A-Train. Good luck.
Here's what's trending on SeacoastCurrent.com.
All right. Hunter Long, he's going to be the big story. We're hoping for anyway. Hunter Long of Exeter. He's been invited to the virtual NFL draft. He went to Boston College and now he is waiting ever so patiently. It could happen. Good luck, Hunter. We're behind you, that's for sure. This house that looks like a boat in New Hampshire brings back some pretty sweet memories. A festival, the New Hampshire Festival, returns this fall. And what's happening at Rochester's beloved Royal Pizza House. Those stories and more at seacoastcurrent.com. Just download the app. Be current. Stay current at seacoastcurrent.com. Shark Sports and weather coming up next.
The Jay Carnes and Son Roofing Shark Sports Desk. And with the 15th pick in the NFL draft, the Patriots select Mac Jones, quarterback, Alabama. Oh, the excitement. Nobody saw that one coming. Nobody. But, of course, that's what the Patriots do. Bruins, they won last night 5-2 over the Buffalo Sabres. The Red Sox, not so much. They lost 4-1 to the Rangers. They'll play the Rangers again tonight. And the Celtics are in action, taking on San Antonio at the Garden. Your P. Gagnon and Son Shark Seacoast forecast. Cloudy today. Rain will be rolling in later, and 64 is the high. Looks like a good weekend. Partly sunny. Looks like 60 tomorrow's high, and then how about 72 and partly sunny on Sunday?
Woo! It's the weekend. It's Friday. Earth, Wind, and Fire is on your radio. Life is good, man. Life is good. If you missed the code word this hour,
STARS, STARS.
It's Earth, Wind, and Fire. Put stars in your app. It could mean big money.
Do you remember when it was September? Love was changing the minds, tender, while chasing the clouds away. Arms were ringing in the key that souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars ruled the night away. My thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blues are in love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December found a love to share. September only blue talk love. Remember true love we shared today.
Did you get your shot yet?
It's coming up with your shot at $10,000.
The Shark. Think about it. There must be higher love down under, all hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is wasted time. Look inside your heart.
It's 8:15. It's the Shark Morning Show. So many local celebrity news to talk about this morning. It's unbelievable.
Well, one thing that I thought was cool, Sarah, is this. Have you heard any updates on the Anthony Hopkins situation? And the Oscars?
No, did Chadwick Boseman thing?
Well, what happened was he wasn't even allowed to, because he's got the technology to watch the Oscars. They only allowed people to do it from London. And, of course, he's in Wales, is Sir Anthony Hopkins. And he said, well, it's going to be 3 a.m. anyways. And he didn't expect to win. And he was asleep. So he's 83 years old. It's
right.
3 a.m. He wasn't,
napping.
For safety's sake, he's not going to drive into London and go to this hub with other people.
Right.
He's 83.
Yeah.
So, that was like the big story that's just coming out. I wouldn't feel so sorry for Anthony Hopkins, however, as there's a viral video as one of his buddies, Salma Hayek, went and, hugged him and they were dancing. And that is a viral video right now.
Oh.
I'm quite jealous of Sir Anthony.
I know you love Salma Hayek.
So,
she's very much younger. She's like 40 something.
She was just excited, and a buddy of his wanted to see him, and he looks like he's
entertained,
having a good time. Yeah. One thing that's awesome that happened here, like in the last 24 hours. Of course, you hear him all the time here on The Shark. I can't believe this is happening. Genesis. Phil Collins.
Yep.
Genesis, the 3 dudes that we know of Genesis back together, Mike Rutherford, Tony Banks, back together again. They're going to be touring with, his son Nick is going to be doing a lot of the drumming, and they got a touring guitarist, Dale Sturmer, as well, Daryl Sturmer. They will be headed to the Garden on December 15th. Isn't that something?
They're coming around.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It's really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I never thought. I'm just so happy he's feeling good again. Phil Collins.
I know. And Hocus Pocus 2. Hocus Pocus. Did you ever see that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Bette Midler.
Yeah, sure.
Sarah, what's her face?
Sarah Jessica Parker and Kathy Najimy.
Yes. And Bette Midler. Well, they're going to be filming in Salem and other parts all around the North Shore this summer. And it's slated for a 2022 release for Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
I would faint down. If Bette Midler ever showed up in front of me, I don't know what I would do.
I know.
I just don't know. Sarah Jessica Parker, I could talk to, no problem. And the other woman there.
Kathy Najimy, sure.
Yeah, her.
Yeah, no.
I could have a conversation with them. But Bette, the Divine Miss M, I don't know about that.
The fact that the Divine Miss M is going to be like basically in the magical land of 1021,
she
it just
might be
boggles the
listening
mind.
right now. They might be, I don't know. Maybe she flies in on her broom at the last minute.
Talk about a power trio. We got Genesis and then the 3 ladies from Hocus Pocus.
It's unbelievable. The Eurythmics coming up next on The Shark.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Who are you?
We're the Shark Morning Show with Sarah and A-Train. It's time to play Who Are You? A fun, simple game. You pick a celebrity, give the other person 3 or more clues. Try to figure out who that celebrity is. That's how you play Who Are You? All about springing into cash. I thought it'd be fun to pick celebrities that don't necessarily need to spring into cash. They're really, really rich. I looked up the most rich of all authors.
Yes.
Writers of fiction specifically.
Is it Stephen King?
And it was not Stephen King. I don't know. I'm not, I wouldn't sneeze at the $500 million that Stephen King has. But apparently this woman has outdone him.
Is it Danielle Steele?
It is not Danielle Steele. She was fourth. One of my Nana's favorites, Danielle Steele. It was not her. This woman actually, everything is so interwoven because we were talking about the band Genesis returning. Genesis is from Surrey in England.
Oh, it's J.K. Rowling. Okay.
You're so fast.
Yes, it's J.K. Rowling.
It is Joanne Rowling, age 55, from Gloucestershire, England. Yes.
Good for her. I feel very, very proud of that woman.
She's worth over $2 billion.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I mean, really
think about it. I mean, she's written a lot more, but what was it? Seven books.
Yeah. She just had an idea. And, it took off, and now it is a culture that she's created. Mm-hmm. It's an amazing thing, and it came from one brain. It's pretty amazing. All right, good one today. Good one. Okay, today is this guy's birthday today. You know who I chose today, Train? I chose a guy that no matter how many clues you gave me, I would never get this guy.
Oh, okay.
So you know he's got to be a sports figure. He is indeed born upon this day, April 30th, 1961, in Chicago, Illinois. You might get it on the very first pick. I don't know. He played for the Detroit Pistons.
Okay. A Detroit Pistons player. Not Grant Hill.
No.
Okay.
No. He is, let's see. He is now a coach, an executive, an analyst for NBA on TNT. He was a point guard, 12-time NBA All-Star, named as one of the 50 greatest players in NBA history.
A point guard. Is it Isaiah Thomas?
Isaiah Thomas!
Aha.
To you. Happy birthday.
Very good. Okay.
Yes,
Well,
yes,
that's a
indeed.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah, I never would have gotten that.
Yeah. I was, oh boy, the Detroit Pistons, the bad boys. I did not like that team at all. That was probably my
No.
least favorite team of all time.
Yeah, well, he played with another Michael Jordan, right? No? Am I sounding really stupid right now?
No, well, the Olympic team. Yeah, he and Jordan won. Well, you're not
You're
wrong.
so sweet.
Yeah.
Well, they were on the Olympic team
Yeah.
together.
Hey, I'd win a gold medal. That's the most important thing there is.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But who was the other big one on the Pistons? It was some other player.
Oh, I just think of like Bill Laimbeer. Dennis Rodman was on that team.
Oh, maybe it was Rodman
yeah.
that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway. It's his 60th birthday today.
Oh, wow.
Happy
That's
birthday,
unbelievable.
Isaiah Thomas. If it's your birthday today, happy birthday to you, too. We've got TC, Tom Karen, coming up next on the Shark. Tom Karen. Hey, Tom. How you doing, Train? You go ahead and start us off.
Oh, it's all about Mac Jones, TC. Did you see that one coming? I did not.
I didn't see him falling that far. I thought if they were getting a quarterback, they were going to have to trade up. So, again, they don't have to make the trade. They don't have to deal around anybody, and they get a guy who looks to be the quarterback of the future. You know, now it all makes sense, right? Cam Newton is your quarterback, and Cam Newton gets who they love. They love Cam's work ethic. They love his dedication to it. And now you got the young guy who can learn at his side and maybe take over the reins and be the future.
Boy.
There we go. Yeah, this is here's what TC is going to be hearing after Labor Day, nonstop for 6 months. TC, why don't they put that kid Mac Jones in there? TC.
Yeah, let's go. We got to have Mac Jones. How come he's on the sideline? Nothing better than a quarterback controversy, unless like a goalie controversy. People love to always talk about the next guy.
Yeah.
You know, remember what was his name? Was it Michael Bishop?
Yes.
Who was going to be the next great quarterback? You know, and they got to bench Bledsoe. Bishop's running all over the place. You know?
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I had no idea.
NFL.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to be the Canadian Football League star.
TC, this is a Sarah and A-Train, Tom Karen. This has never happened before in the history of our Friday discussions.
What?
I have a question.
I don't even know.
I have a question sent in from my Nana.
Oh, what?
Yes.
Get out.
This is
Here we go.
This is big.
Nana.
This is big time stuff. She's a huge, she loves Alex Cora, huge Alex Cora fan. And she says, he's so handsome. He's always dressed so wonderfully. What is up with the bee on his hat? The bee on his hat is it's ragged. It's afraid. I thought it was a design, but it's ragged. So Nana wants to know why the bee on on Alex Cora's hat
Yep.
is frayed. I don't know if there is an answer.
You have to speak loud because Nana's kind of hard of hearing.
Okay, so Nana, now this shows you how either little I pay attention or how much I only pay attention to baseball. I have no idea. I've never even noticed it.
Okay. Yeah, sure enough, it's funny.
I'm thinking it's not the camo bee. It's not one of the military hats with the camo pattern.
Yeah.
Red
Yeah.
Sox logo.
Yeah.
It's funny. No, it was funny. She said that, and I went, I don't know what she's talking about. Then I saw you interviewing him, on the Skype thing,
Yeah.
and I say, look at that. Yeah, his bee has got a couple of pieces missing from it.
It's bizarre.
Really?
The next time you talk to him, ask.
I just think it's the camo thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe
Okay.
so. I don't know.
Because every year on like Memorial Day and Veterans Day, they wear a special military themed hat. And it was a camo pattern bee.
Okay.
All right. Well, here's another mystery that you probably won't be able to solve, but I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, so Tom Brady remember how he put out his phone number on his Twitter account?
Yeah.
And he said this is his real phone number. And remember, I think I told you that I put him in my phone because I just wanted to have Tom Brady's number
Why
in my
wouldn't you?
phone.
Right.
Why wouldn't I? Right.
Right.
So last night at 7:37, I get a ding on my phone. I'm in bed. I'm like half asleep, right? I pick up my phone all bleary-eyed. I'm like, oh, Tom Brady? What? Oh, my God. Tom Brady sends me a text jumping in on the
What was
NFL
that?
Draft-a-thon. Come hang.
Oh, my God.
So I'm like, wait, is this for real, TC? What is the deal with Tom Brady putting out his phone number to people? What is that? What is it? Is it real?
Again, I know as little about Tom Brady's phone number as I know about Alex Cora's beat. You guys are coming with all the good questions this morning.
What the heck?
Maybe the guy's a brilliant marketer and business guy, as we know. So maybe that was the whole idea, to put together a network so he could start pinging you when avocado ice cream is on sale at the grocery store and when the NFL draft is beginning.
Now, TC, how perfect is this as an indicator that the Red Sox are tied for the best record in baseball? We've been talking for 10 minutes and none of it makes any sense whatsoever.
See, well, this is what happens, right? If they were in last place, if they had the Yankees record, you'd have come in hot. The minute I answered the phone, what is wrong with the Red Sox? They're ruining my summer. And instead, we're talking about, what's wrong with Alex Cora's hat. Tom Brady texts me, but he won't reply to my text. What's wrong? You guys clearly they're in first place. We're all a little happy and a little, just kind of taking everything for granted. But that's fine.
That's it. That's
All
the way
right,
it goes.
TC, thank you so much, and thanks for putting up with us. And hey, you're calling us from walking your dog, man.
I know.
So all bets are off. It's all right.
That's a good point by you. and a minute, right? Here's the other thing. I'll tell you this: a minute, like right before you call. We haven't had the bus. Our kids in the neighborhood here started going to school again last week, and so we haven't had a school bus come by our street in like a year, right? A year or whatever. And these poor kids are trying to go to school. My little 8-pound Yorkie's terrorizing them, just like running after them, barking. And I'm like, shut up! I'm about to do a radio call here. You can't be like barking at the neighbor's kids.
All right,
I'm glad she
TC.
shut. At least she had her act together for this call, as opposed to the rest.
There's 1 out of 4 of us. All right. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next Friday.
Thank you, guys.
All right. See you later.
Spring into cash with